come to die for our sins. Jn. 7:30 They tried to arrest him, but no one laid hands on him, because his time had not yet come. Jn. 8:20 These words Jesus spoke in the place of offerings, teaching in the temple, and no one caught him, because his time had not yet come. That is why he fled to Galilee, because he was in control of the situation, not the Pharisees. Also, he had something very important to do. He had an appointment with the Samaritan woman. Let's note the phrase, it was necessary. Jn. 4:4 It was necessary for her to pass through Samaria, not only because it was part of her journey, but because in the divine plan was the salvation of this woman, serial adulteress, and all those who believed in Jesus through her. And he arrived at the appointment neither before nor after circumstances. Do not force him to do anything, rather he controls the circumstances for his high purposes. So, then, we learn that when the time came, Jesus kept another appointment, his appointment with the cross to atone for our sins. Conclusion. Jesus Christ always has a purpose, and he carries it out on time too. Jesus Christ relates to the unworthy. Jn. 4:18 You have had 5 husbands, and the one you now have is not your husband. All the people avoided interacting with her. The women hated her for being husband takers, and the men hated her for not having problems with their wives, and she was not accepted in the temple, because she was a sinner. What they wanted was to apply the law of Moses, stone her to death. And why didn't they do it? Because they were apostates. They were no longer governed by the scriptures. They were Samaritans. Jesus Christ knew all this, and he came to save her. Jn. 4:23 But the hour is coming, and now is, when true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and truth, because the Father also seeks such worshippers to worship him. In other words, Jesus Christ was saying to the woman, you can be one of the true worshippers, and the Father is looking for you. This is John's version of the prodigal son, only that here she is the prodigal daughter. She had the problem of feeling unworthy. 483. Jn. 4:9 The Samaritan woman said to him, how come you, being a Jew, ask me for a drink, since I am a Samaritan woman? Because Jews and Samaritans do not treat each other. Why was there this separation between Jews and Samaritans? In 722 BC the Assyrians invaded Samaria, killed its rulers. The Samaritans mixed with the Assyrians and lost their purity as a nation. And the most serious thing is that there was also religious syncretism to such a degree that they built a temple rival to that of Jerusalem in Mount Gerizim, with another priestly system considered apostates, heretics. It was the 6th hour. 12:00 It was the time of the appointment. Jesus Christ sent his disciples to buy food in the city of Sychar. He sent them all to buy food from the unclean, and he wanted to be left alone with his date, and he sat down at the edge of the well. Contact was inevitable, and he asked her for water from her pitcher, knowing that she was a woman, a Samaritan, impure, heretic, and of a very bad reputation. Jesus Christ